Welcome back. Now I'm going to upload this code to GitLab. I think that the task is finished. The app is ready to be published to the live app or the production app. As you can see here, I create a new branch. So let me copy this and git set upstream origin, paste. Nothing to commit, working tree clean. Git set upstream origin feature unknown option set upstream. Git a push. Git push set upstream origin feature. So with this we can create our merge request. This merge request. So I copy and let's create feature, assign this to me, and viewer, create a merge request. So now I can go to another account to do the merge. So here, let's go to code repository. Let's check this new merge request, and so let's merge this code. Now let's go back to this account and check what is the state of the merge. So there are no open merge requests, so now I can go to my repository. There it is. So feature add web API tracks endpoints. So now I can go to my app. I'm hosting my web page in Hostinger. So let's go back. Let's go here to File Management Manager and go to Public Web API App Controllers Web API version 1 tracks. And here it is. This is my controller. And let's go here, controllers and app, and here is my model, tracks model. So here it is. So now I can, here I am going to create a new account. So here, sign up. Let me copy this. This is the email address and receive occasional permission offers. Yeah, why not? Password do not match. Let's try again. There it is. Now we can go here and copy this and paste this here. There it is. Now I can sign in. So now I can log in. Joel. So now I can use this API key token to access and query this web API. So here, this one, and paste the authorization header bearer token here. So here it is. I made a mistake here per specification. So remember here in the specifications, we need to return just the essential required attributes in this response. So this is exactly what I'm doing here. But in the previous examples, I didn't but in the previous examples I didn't do it. And what I did here was to add in my tracks model to change this here, to add the select sentence here, and add the required attributes I need this query to return. So this is the 5 attributes I need, and I did the same here in the get prep element in the get page from search, and in the get page from search and page here when I'm using the search term and the page. So now we can go on. So now we can try to get info out of this 6 endpoints. So let's try this path. So here add, and let's try this one. This is a get method. Unauthorized. Here I need to add the API key. So authorization. This is a bearer token. And paste this here and try this again. So here it is. This would get this at 200 OK response, and this is per specification. We need to return only these attributes that are required. The other attributes are well, this is all we need to return in this request. Remember that this is a generalized or more general return type, and while here in this endpoint, this path that needs the ID, the element ID, we return more detailed information about the track. Let me try here. I can return a 400, which is a bad request. I can get the unauthorized, the 500, which is a generic response, and 503 in case there is problems with our server. Let me try the post endpoint, this one. So here these elements are essential. These attributes are essential to create a new. I mean, not essential. These are required attributes to create a new track, and these are all optional. But that doesn't mean that there are no restrictions when if we are using any of these attributes while creating a new track. So there are still restrictions. So let me try this, breaking these rules of these elements being required. So here this is a post, and let me get one of these payloads. I'll copy. I think for this example I need a complete payload, so let me get an element by ID. I'm not 16, so I will need this payload. So copy this, and I think I'll paste it here. So let me now try to create a new track. So here post. So it's a bad request. There is no object. So here in my code, remember that here I'm falling in this error. So the JSON object is not set. So this is why I'm getting a bad request, no object. And if I send here body, this is raw and this is type JSON, so I try to add here an empty payload. So this is an empty object message, and this is happening here. So now let's try that here, this payload. I'll copy and paste this here, but let's break these rules. This rule where these attributes are required. So let's remove the name, the album ID, the unit price, and the milliseconds, and try to create a new track. So this example of a bad request when we are breaking these required rules. So the name is required. There are no allowed characters in Composer. There are no allowed characters in Composer. So apparently I break this rule. So this character is not allowed. So let's try this again. So the millisecond is required. Unit price is required. I think that the media type is also required. So there it is. So this the per specifications. So now I can try this again, and I'm breaking the other rules, the rules apply to the other attributes. So let's try it again. This time. And this / character, I think that was my mistake. So I think I'll take a look at that later. So here, I don't need the track ID. The name is all right, the album ID, the media type here, maybe a big number. The genre ID here also. The ACDC, this error, I think this was my mistake. I need to add I need to add this character to my to this rule. So I need to add here the / character. I think that is necessary. And I think there are many songs that probably has it. So let me try this. Remove this. I am going to work with this later. Milliseconds. I think I can add here a few numbers and a few digits, and here in bytes too. And here, I think I need to add here 499, which is a value not allowed. So there it is. The name is already being used. Remember that we cannot. There's a restriction when we are creating. This is a new rules applied here when creating a new record. I mean, for updating a new record. This is. I mean, we're creating a record, and this needs not being. So this needs to be unique. We cannot have two songs in this table with the same name. So this is. I am here breaking this restriction. The name. The media type of that database with this media type. This is no media type in the database with this media type. Remember that this needs to be in the database. So there is no media type with this characteristics with this name. The genre in the database with this genre ID, there's no. And the milliseconds should be less or equal to 1,200,000 milliseconds, which is about 20 minutes. The byte should be less or equal to 30 million bytes, which is about 30 megabytes. And the unit price should be less than or $4. So let's try to change this. 0. And the bytes, I think this is 30 million, and the milliseconds like 1,200,000. And the genre ID, I think probably 6, and the media type probably 8. And this dog, probably doggy dog number 2. So let's try this. So there it is. This is what we get when creating a new. This is what we get back when we create a new track. So this is 201 created. And let's take a look at the header, because here it's important to return the location header where using the new endpoint, the new where the user can find this new record. So now let's try this is I think we cover this this path. So let's try this endpoint to get the update, and I think it is a delete. Tracks. This is invoice, so this is not the one I need here. So here, this is the tracks and the tracks path. So here we try the get input, the post endpoint, the get endpoint, post endpoint. So now we can try the this element, for this path that needs an ID. So let's try to get. So get element ID. Here we need to change this to get, and get the element maybe I think 900. Access to this resource on the server is 9. This is because this. So let's try again. So there it is. This is what gets at 200. Okay, response. And let's try to update a new track. So let's try to update this one. And this is 900. This is a put method, and let's change track ID. Remember that the name. Remember the track ID. I don't need this here, so let's change the name to I shot the sheriff for the second time. And an album maybe 56, media type 2, gender ID maybe 1, Marley, I think is Bob Marley, milliseconds, let's add here 6, 5 bytes, let's add here 6, and the price maybe $3.99. So let's try to update this track. This is a bad request, probably culprit. Milliseconds should be less than or equal to 1,200,000. So I think I'm going to remove this, change this to 1,100,000. So this is 1,138,625, and the byte should be less than or equal to 30 million. So let me remove this. Let's try this again. There it is. This 200 OK response, and this is what get. So let's try to get this record, and I need to remove this. So here it is. This is the new track, or the updated track. So now let's try to delete this record. So this is a put, this is a delete. So let's try to delete this record, and this is what get deleted track ID 900. So let's try to get this record, and this is what we get. This 404 response and not found, and this is the payload. So now let's try to get to let's try and test the last endpoint, which is to get the records with a search term. So here is a get, this is tracks, this is search, and search term, this is equal to rock. So let's try this. Not found. So this is it couldn't find the page. So this is web API v1 tracks. This is plural tracks. Search term rock. So there it is. This is what we get. This is a 200 OK response. So let's try to get the next page. So this is the term rock, and page is equal to this. So this send 500 internal error. This is one track search term equals rock, and page equals I think I'll try. I don't know what I did wrong. So let me go back here. And copy this. This is a 500 internal server error. I don't know what happened here. So let me go to my web server here at Hostinger. Here file manager and public web API dot end file. Change this to development, save, and let's try this again. Call to undefined function where in the tracks model class 124, line 124. Here tracks model and line 124. Here it is. There's an error here. So save. Well, I think I'll make this directly, I think temporarily. So let me change this to production, save, close here, and app, and models, tracks models, and line 124 here, where, save. Let's try this again here. So there it is. So I think I can go to the next page and copy page and page. invalid page. Let's derive this again. Let's try to get next page here, rock and page. Now let's try to get the previous page. So there it is. This is the end of this exercise. Thank you very much for watching.